Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games.
Game Devs Play Games. That's how you usually greet us.
What was it?
Turtle Smeat. Whoa. Dirty. I like it.
Do you want... Here.
Whoa. Yell it,
There,
why
just
don't
in
you?
case.
Share it with the world.
Yell it with your letters.
Yeah, that's what Caps Locks is for. Okay, so we're back.
Yay.
So last episode we were talking about pointless things. Pointless things in games, right? And how they shouldn't exist. If there's nothing to be gained from it, then why have it, right? And I continued thinking about it in the 10-minute interval between recordings. And I've come to the conclusion that there is a potential benefit of having empty rooms in this game.
Okay.
Strictly speaking, rooms. Now, I'm not talking about having other extra bullshit that shouldn't be here, like the dialogue. But the feeling of being lost in this game could be beneficial, if only because you never know where an enemy could be.
Yeah.
If you see an empty room, then you know that not every room has an enemy. But if you see an enemy in every room, then you expect it, right?
Yeah.
Now, there are good and bad things with that. Like, Dead Space is actually a really good example of a good use of that, where that game is very linear as far as how you progress through rooms. Mm-hmm. And yet, you have the expectation every single room is going to have a monster or a necromorph, I think they're called in that game.
God.
But every now and then, there will be one room that just has no monsters, no enemies in it. And it's so upsetting because you're like, they're going to come. They're going to come at any moment. And I don't know when to expect it.
Right.
And it's actually really cleverly done. A lot of people don't like Dead Space and they don't think it's a scary game. And I don't disagree that it's not the scariest game. But I think it was very, very intelligently designed. At least the first one. I love the first game. And then when EA got their hands on the other games, I cared for it less.
That's not much of a shock.
Yeah, I mean, Visceral Games. Visceral Games has always been part of EA, but I think my understanding of the studio at the time was that EA was literally like, you guys just do whatever you want. You seem like you've got a good head on your shoulders. We're going to stay out of this one because this is a low-risk project. Yeah. And we don't... Well, technically, I think it was high risk, is that they were like, we're funding this, we're trusting you with this, we don't really care because you don't have a huge budget, so there's not a lot of money at stake. So they just were like, whatever, do whatever you want, we'll release something, we'll see how it does. Yeah. And then when it really hit it off big, then EA was like, well, now we're going to fucking control everything that you do because we think we're going to make you do it better.
Yeah, that's...
And we want to monetize the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
And
oh, God.
The other games weren't atrocious like a lot of EA games can be, but it wasn't as good as the first. I thought the first was the best. Yeah. Maybe that's the hipster in me speaking, but...
No, that's... in a lot of cases, that is a thing. Case in point, this game.
I don't know who the publisher was. It was, Sega. Maybe Sega was the developer and publisher. Although I think I saw Warner Brothers in here.
Yeah.
So you lost your gun.
Yep.
Are you gonna die now? Or is he just scaring you?
He's messing with me. I love... It's a nice little flavorful thing, but when he just holds the gun and whispers bang, I love it. I think it's creepy, but it also introduces you into the other main mechanic of the game. Finding shit to fight with.
Yeah, improvisational weapons. One of my favorite things in any good horror game.
Oh, God.
In many other survival games, too. So, do you only ever wield one weapon, or can you hold a bunch of stuff?
You can only have one weapon.
Okay, so if you had the option of having the gun, it would be the gun or the pipe.
Right.
Okay, that's smart. If you could hold more, I'd be like, why don't we have an interface for this? Oh. Did he just drag someone up there?
I think he climbed up there. I don't know that they're...
Yeah, I couldn't see him well enough to see if it was him climbing or if someone was getting dragged up there.
Yeah.
Because his legs were kicking like he was being choked.
Ugh.
So the game's not totally scary right now.
Well, it's meant to... Oh, God.
But they do a good job at kind of setting the tone, I feel. Wow.
Oh, God.
You dodged, too, or you...
Ah.
Oh, you had your guard up, but you still took damage.
Oh, it's a timing thing. It's not like you can hold it down. It's like a parry. Oh.
I kind of like that, actually.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa!
Get off
His
of me.
face is all
Oh,
cut
God.
up. Your health isn't looking so hot there, buddy. Kill him. Oh, God!
Boom. All right.
I did not expect that. I don't know why I didn't.
Screw you and your dumb... I'm going to gently nudge you with my foot.
So this is interesting. You're a cop, right?
Yes. See,
I
now
feel
this...
as though that's not cop protocol.
Well... Yeah.
I mean, I know this. We're talking games, right? And we see this shit in games all the time. But like, why set this expectation that you're a cop? Why not just be some renegade that's stuck in this shitty situation?
Well, because,
or like a private eye, or like a detective.
We're private detectives.
We're private investigators.
I love it.
But like, you should be law-abiding. You shouldn't just be killing these people.
Well, they...
Like, straight up.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, God. Okay. I don't like that filter bullshit. So, that scene right there sets the tone for the game. There's no flashy moves. It's not like you're a martial arts FBI agent expert guy.
You're just a dude that's trying to defend himself while dealing with messed up shit.
Even, like, the attacks don't seem like, oh god, I'm gonna do a flip. It's like, get the fuck away from me so that I can plan my attack, because I can only, like, block for so long.
Yeah, slow, cumbersome attacks.
Yeah.
With large intervals.
I just got scared by my shadow.
There you go. So, is there a lot of combat in this game? Like, we just killed 2 guys, but...
Yeah, there are times when it can get a little hectic, mostly because the enemies can have guns too, and that's never fun.
Huh. Yeah, but, that seems interesting, because it's one thing if they have guns and they're shooting at you and it's really easy to die. I feel like it's less of a horror game and more of a, like, dodge shit until you can kill people action game.
And then the collectibles are birds, because... why not? I don't know. Remember,
birds?
Xbox 360 release games. Collectible, finding all the collectibles to get achievements.
Oh, yes. Yep. Well, were achievements around in original Xbox days?
I don't remember. I never actually had an original Xbox. I had the PS2.
I know that Xbox Live wasn't so much a thing. Like, they had their online network, but it wasn't big yet. I think there was some sort of achievement system, but yeah, I guess they must have started off wanting to like, showcase the achievement system really strong.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like collectibles as achievements is kind of
It's stupid.
It's stupid. It's a sad excuse to have achievements in your games, and they're tedious bullshit that makes players circle around for hours finding all the stupid bullshit, and if you miss one thing, you have to replay the whole game half the time.
That's one thing I actually very much dislike. Yes, like, it's frustrating having to go back, but it almost takes away from everything else of the game, because rather than think about, like, if it's a game with a decent story like Dragon Age or something, it literally takes away from the experience that you are going through with the story, because you're thinking about where the next skull fragment thing is, instead of enjoying the things that are happening. I can't talk.
That's a really good point, actually, because it's a distraction from the game. It's actually, it prevents you from enjoying the game.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Thanks, dude.
So,
shouldn't we be calling it a SWAT team?
I guess they already called for backup. So this is introducing a mechanic that I don't like because it hits a point that we actually just finished talking about, which is the idea of having to backtrack to find something. So, oh, he's teaching us about the taser.
Oh man,
Whatever.
the dialogue. Text.
So there are certain doors you can't get through, or certain obstacles you can't get past without a certain weapon. Case in point, a wooden door. A wooden door that, under any other circumstance, you could just shoulder block or kick down or anything.
I don't know, man. Have you ever tried to kick down a wooden door?
Have you seen his kick? I'm just saying, if this is their kick mechanic, I should be able to kick this door off its hinges.
You know, I want to continue arguing my point, but you do kind of raise a fair point.
I don't.
If
and then
you have
we have
that
to do this
ridiculous of a
stupid
kick.
long. It's not like a continued animation. You have to hit it twice. When there's no enemies around to stop you, you have to click it twice.
Well, okay, so then my question is, do they later utilize that unlock
Really?
achievement that's literally the action? Wow.
You can't destroy the TV, so there's no point to that.
So okay, my question, to resume my question, is there a point where you are surrounded by enemies and you have to chop down doors and you're in a panic because you're trying to escape, but there's a lot of dudes that are all around you? Is that ever a situation that's utilized well?
It has been years since I've played this, but I don't remember that actually being a thing.
Okay, so it might be a little too soon to comment on it. Because I agree, it's very slow, and it's, I don't know, seemingly pointless, right? There are literally two things I can think of that would be a design benefit of designing things that way, and that's to prevent players from getting to certain areas too soon, or to, force the player to have the axe instead of a gun to access certain areas.
Yeah.
Although I guess they could just chop down the door and then go back and grab the gun. So, I don't know if that is...
I mean, that I do remember that being a thing at one point.
But the only other thing I can think of is exactly what I was bringing up in my question was... Can it create stressful situations that adds to the feel of the game? Because if it doesn't, that is an opportunity that is severely lost and instead is replaced with just a pointless and annoying mechanic.
Yeah.
So, right now, I agree with what you said at the very beginning of that conversation. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if we are planning on playing through this entire game. But
I don't either.
I have no idea how long this game is, but if we run out of design stuff to talk about, then we'll probably stop. Unless people really want to see us continue it. Because I don't know if anyone else is playing this game right now on YouTube, but I doubt it.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Oh, nice parry.
Oh, shit. Yeah, good.
You're getting good at that.
Good.
These guys are clearly not martial artists.
Oh, God, there's another one.
I feel like that happens a lot, where they surround you.
Oh, God.
Ooh, are you going to die?
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Whoa.
Enemies can hit each other on accident.
Well, I kind of like that, actually. Can you kill your own people on accident? Or are you ever with...
There's never your own people. It's just you. All right, well, I almost died, which is great. I'm going to just grab this guy. And yeah.
Yeah, well, I think that's all for this episode anyway.
Yay. Come join us for more
hey, there you go.
Survival. Oh, hey, a health case. Yay, with some pills.
Yeah.
Pills here.
I'm excited to see when shit starts to get psychological, because that's really what I'm interested in this game. I feel like the investigation is not as detailed as I thought it would be.
It's not.
Oh, well.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. We'll see you guys in the archives in the next episode. Woo! That was a rather long phrase, but you get the point, guys, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Like, comment, and subscribe if you think Chris needs a new outro.
Hey!
Oh, stop manipulating it with your foot. That's gross. Your little hobbit feet.
if it's a touchscreen, I can touch it with whatever I damn well please.
That's...
And if I don't want to lean forward, I'm going to use my feet because I got monkey
That's-
toes, and you can't stop this shit.
That's